The hill for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Nathan Lucas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Naylor takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Gilbert, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Here we go, Logan.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Just getting started here in Seattle.
Come on, Logan.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
One out. Runner at second. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, right side. Young. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Liner. Should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Digging in, J.P. Crawford. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Corbin in his 14th season, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. That one lifted to left. Pinango should have this one, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
On the ground, Clement tosses to first.
He's out.
And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Two down, bases empty. Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail here 1-0. Back in Seattle, and now for the Jays, Yohendrick Pinango.
Yohendrick Pinango.
Come on, Logan.
Oh. The 1-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. Popped up. Crawford. One away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ball. Yes.
Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly. Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
The 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Out number 2.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 15.
Now the third baseman. Just missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Slow roller to first. Naylor. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, in now is the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Ball
That's a ball.
one, no strikes.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Oh.
The lefty, the 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cole
No.
Young, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. And the tying run is on base.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Cole Emerson.
Here's a high chopper,
Nope.
but it kicks foul. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Victor Robles. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. In the air, left field. Robles under it. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That's the ball.
Two-0. And
That's
another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Out to center. Rodriguez pulls it in on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Laddie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0.
Leading up for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 31, Weston Wilson.
Corbin back to work. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
Next to the Mariners, third baseman, number 3, J.P. Crawford.
right down to shoot. That's strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one fouled off.
Ball.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Oh, 1 now. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mariners are down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
That clips his zone, and that's strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Oh.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Swung on, belted. That one back there, out of here. He shoots one out to right, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Out to short. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 24, Yohendrick Pinango.
Yohendrick Pinango next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
That's 3.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
In the air, left field.
Oh!
And that is foul. Here's the 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1.
Naylor.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat. I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Lucas ranging back, and that one is off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2. Inside, almost got him. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail it here 3-0.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 15.
Whoa.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And that one fouled off. That clips the corner. Popped in the air. Left field. Robles settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andre Jimenez.
The Mariners have some bullpen action for the first time. Michael Rucker up and loosening in the pen. Spire warming up as well. The 1-0.
Up.
Way out front for strike two.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
No.
Challenge
that's a
from
ball.
behind the dish here.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Lucas in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they lead at 3-0. Cole Young now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Young.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 1-2 now.
That's a ball.
That's a little bit low.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. On the money. Nice play.
The batter, number 4.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Nope, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. And there's a ball. Next offering is fouled back. That one fouled off. 2-2. A little out front there as he swings through it. Kirk to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Nope, ball one.
Liner snagged it first. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're dialed into the show. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. New pitcher for the Mariners, Michael Rucker.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's your 1.
Hey!
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter.
So up next, Kazuma Okamoto. He's got some power, no doubt. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Fouled off left side. base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Up next is the Blue Jays.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And the 0-1.
Ball 1.
The Blue Jays trying to break this one open. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
In the dirt. Two and one now. Swings through that one for strike 2. Guerrero over at second. Okamoto on at first with nobody out. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And a payoff pitch on the ground right side, and it goes just foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Fouls away the first offering.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But you've got to make some pitches. But if he can back.
Swing and a ball line to center. Makes the catch, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Pinango in the box now, takes strike 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bases loaded, 1 away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. It's gone. Grand slam. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 7-0.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michael Rucker out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So out of the
Mariners,
bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 2. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Jose A. Ferrer, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's the third baseman. Fastball for a strike. And now it's even up.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Blue Jays 7 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Weston Wilson.
Number 31, Weston Wilson.
A little bit
No,
low.
that's a
Ball
ball.
1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tommy Nance, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Hot shot to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Number 3, J.P. Crawford.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Jays up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is fouled back.
Whoa.
Swings and misses with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Rodriguez stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Hey!
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Oh!
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him looking for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, do players get bored during blowouts?
Well, it just depends. I mean, some days, Boog, when you're blowing it out, like you're getting a lot of hits and you're putting some numbers up in the columns. The worst thing on blowout games is if you're that guy with the goose egg and everybody else has got multiple knocks and you went over. You're just saying, man, what is wrong with me?
That's in there. That is strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through it for the K. looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
The right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Swing and a ball popped up. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Gabe Spire won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Mariners, Jose A. Ferrer.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on.
Oh, one.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And now it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Blue Jays 7 and the Mariners nothing.
Now pitching for
Tommy
Toronto,
Nance
number
takes over on the mound.
Tommy
Well, he's been a really tough guy to
Nance.
take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading up for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12, Chuck Naylor.
Ball.
Ball to strike. There's a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one lifted in the air, left field. Pinango drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Randy Arozarena.
On the outside corner, that's strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ball one.
Nance, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker.
Nope. That's inside.
The 2-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one. The M's with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that misses. And the count's full. Payoff pitch. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Nope. 0-1.
And the 1-0. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
No.
Raleigh leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
He's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo getting loose out there. And now the 0-1.
That's a ball. Hey! Woo!
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
The Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back in Seattle, and now the shortstop, number 4.
The shortstop, go. Emerson.
Here we go, Cole. Up the middle, Clement throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
You know, Ken Griffey Jr. is synonymous with baseball in Seattle, and he actually participated in the groundbreaking of this stadium. And in 2007, when he came back to town as a Cincinnati Red, the Mariners gave him a framed photo of the stadium with the caption, "The house that Griffey built."
Here we go, Victor. To the right side, Clement slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 31, Weston.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tommy Nance done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Mason
Toronto,
Fluhart gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Mason
He's into the game with the bases
Fluharty.
empty. And up next for Seattle, Weston Wilson has grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Up next for the Mariners.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
That's a ball.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They continue to trail 7-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Yohendrick Pinango. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Ball.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Oh.
Outside low. Ball 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Oh, that was a pretty fat pitch right there. Very hittable. I think the change of speed made all the difference. Took a lot off of that one, and he had him off balance out in front. You got to pick your spots with the changeup just like he did there. And I think a great time to alter his velocity and create some deception.
The 0-1. That clips the corner. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, number 15.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Two down, nobody on. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And he swings through that one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next,
really
the
nice job
Mariners.
staying inside with his hands to
First
fight
baseman,
off that
number
pitch.
12.
Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Huh.
The 0-1.
Ball.
There's a strike. Stays alive. The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last moment it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Rosarena tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Varsho on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mason Fluharty departs.
Now pitching for the
Now
Blue
here's
Jays,
Tyler Rogers out of the
number
pen.
71,
He last pitched 2
Tyler
days ago.
Rogers.
So last chance for the Mariners. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. The M's down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle.